And now we're in the lab. So we're gonna go ahead and we are going to, I'm sorry, make sure you don't get hurt. All right, we're going to go ahead and pour up a model. All right, so check this out. All right. So we took my staff member's impression. Now we're gonna go ahead and pour up her model. Now we don't need a lot of stone for just one. I mean, sometimes I see people just packing up this thing with stone, but you know, I do ordering, so it's expensive. So you really just need 2 scoops of stone, maybe even another half a scoop, just to go ahead and get this impression. Just a little, not too much, to pour up this model. What I usually do, of course, as they teach you in school, is that you incorporate the water slowly into the stone. So literally, you just little by little, you just incorporate it in. Notice this consistency. I'm liking this consistency because it's not watery, it's not soupy. So you see how I'm like literally wetting my spatula and even taking some of the water out and really just getting it good in there. Can you see? Get in there so that you can see. So this is the perfect consistency right here. It's not watery at all. See that? And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix it completely and then do the same thing as the alginate. You collect it all and you flatten it out. And whatever you flatten out, grab that and you're gonna put it in your model. What goes on the teeth is what really matters. I'm gonna increase the speed on this. And notice how I treat that. I really just get it in there real good, and you can see the bubbles coming up. And don't leave it on there for too long, because if you leave it on there for too long, then it actually creates bubbles. After that, I tap the bottom of it, get the rest of the bubbles out. You saw there was one more, you saw that? Tap it, get the rest of the bubbles out. And after that, you're good. It's perfect. So come over here. We're gonna make our base. And we're just doing this so that we can make a retainer. This is not a study model, guys. This is just to make a retainer. A study model has to be nicer than this, okay? And I just literally put, just like a cupcake, I just put it on the model. And then, so I don't have to trim later, I put it on there. And that's it, literally. And no stone wasted. You see that? No stone to throw out. All right, we have a stone trap collector. So our stone trap collector is gonna get all this stone. I like to clean it while it's still wet because no work. You see? And then I just literally get all that, and I'm literally done here. So that's how I pour up. That model is gonna be perfect. There's not gonna be any bubbles on that model, again, because I did I had the perfect consistency. The perfect consistency is not soupy. Obviously it's not too hard, but what you want is a nice, that you can literally pick it up like if you're having some yogurt or oatmeal. You know what I mean? Just pick it up and it doesn't just slide right off, okay? If you do get a soupy mixture, add more stone. Just sprinkle more stone on it to get a nicer consistency. After you have it all together, you flatten it out, and you literally, what you've flattened out, because that's literally mixing it, getting it the best mix, what you flattened, you literally grab that and you literally put the model on the actual machine here so that it can get those bubbles out for you. You literally put it on every tooth and kind of still flatten it out as it's in there without messing up the impression, of course. Gently flatten it out, and then after you've seen that you've left it on there for a few seconds and you want to take it out, you don't want to leave it on there for too long. It will create bubbles. It will do the actual opposite. You come here, you grab another spatula and just literally tap the bottom of the tray. That's gonna get whatever you didn't get with this, that's gonna get. And that's a really important step because that impact just bumps up whatever's down there. And then I literally put it on the impression like a little cupcake, and you're going to flip it over, and because you're gonna put the base on there like a little cupcake, you're gonna flip it over. That way you don't have to use the trimmer. You don't have to use the trimmer when it's a flat surface, when you're gonna make your retainer on this machine. This is a poor example for orthodontics, because we usually only do pores for the most part to make retainers. Now, if you're going to have a study model pour for your doctor, at that point you want your study model pour to look really nice. At that point, you're going to go ahead and trim, and you're going to go ahead and aesthetically make it good to look at, because perhaps not only is your doctor going to look at it, the patient, he might demonstrate it to the patient and the parent, and to the oral surgeon that he's working with on that case. So at that point, it gets a little bit more extensive, and I can go over one of those for you. But basically, to get a good pour without bubbles on the actual crown of the tooth, that's how you do it.